Hey everyone, we're back here at day 3 of the National Sports Collectors Convention in Cleveland, Ohio, and we are doing our very first installment of MamaBreaks' Collector Series powered by Dave and Adams. We are at their beautiful booth here where they're conducting the chase, but I'm here to introduce you to our first collector, Chaz, also known as the Hobby Ohio on Instagram, also known as the Dude on Fanatics Live. So I'm really excited to introduce you to Chaz, especially to show you this card right here that I pulled for him on Topps Chrome release day. This is a Josh Young second year Superfractor 1/1, an incredible action shot of Josh, and I have had so much fun, Chaz, breaking with you. Thank you so much for your support and just being such a great part of our community. Everyone looks forward to having you in the chat, and we just have so much fun with you. So thank you, and it was an honor to pull this card for you, and I'm handing it over to you for the first time.
Well, thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate it. You're fantastic, and I have a handful of 1/1s, but this is absolutely my first Superfractor. So this is the first time I'm looking at it, and it's absolutely beautiful. And frankly, it looks like it could get a 10. Hopefully, we can get a hold of Josh and see if he's interested in this card. I'd love to trade you, Josh, but I'm going to put it on Instagram later and tag you in it, and maybe we can work a trade when you come and play the Guardians, I believe in August, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Stephanie, thank you for everything that you do, because there's so many different breakers out there, there's so many different influencers. You keep it chill and calm, and you're not overhyping anything, you're letting people just do their thing, and obviously you were an educator before.
Yes.
So you're educating me. I've been doing this for like 3 years in that breaking world, on the online world. And you've made it easier, much more comforting, and I greatly appreciate that.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
Yeah, sincerely.
But what makes this Superfractor 1/1 so special?
Well, it's like a brick of gold in the hand, for one. For two, because you pulled it for me, and on release day. All of that. It's just that whole energy and the adrenaline that comes around us when we're ripping these boxes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here. The point of Collector Series is to highlight some of your favorite cards, and obviously this is a beautiful story with this one, but I also want to highlight one of your favorite cards.
The Adley.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the Adley is better than Gunner. No offense, Gunner. I think you're awesome, Gunner, but the Adley, I'm definitely collecting hard on this. And for some reason, this card is last year's product. It was a redemption. There are no redemption sales online, and this is a pop 1.
Wow.
And there's no below it. There's not. It's very unique. I don't understand, but there's only one out there.
And it's on card, and it's beautiful.
It's not numbered, it's just a refractor, but it's pretty sweet. I love it.
Being a pop 1 means that in the PSA registry, there is only one PSA 10 of this card. That's pretty awesome. And the fact that it was a redemption, I think, makes it a little more special. Sometimes those get lost in the mix.
Yeah,
right?
I'm boggled. I've talked to a lot of people here at the National to see if they can figure out or have some site to track any sales, like Card Ladder or whatever, and nobody has anything. So then I got the Elly, which I think you pulled this one for me as well.
I think I did.
It's 5 out of 15. These are just great. Now, if we're talking about the hobby, though, my one issue with these cards in particular is that they're stickers rather than on card. I much rather prefer the on card, so I do have a couple Ellys that I'm holding that are on card.
Yeah.
You pulled me the purple the other day as well, which is from Topps Chrome, which is absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I sold it for $700 yesterday here, but actually, whatever, it's hot.
You can buy it back. Yeah,
exactly.
So. What does Elly mean to you? I know you've met him in person.
Oh yeah,
before, right?
Absolutely. So
how much taller was he than you?
Elly is. If I'm standing, he's like this tall.
That's insane.
But he's super nice guy. And I hope he keeps that as his career moves forward. That he stays personable, and he's got an electric smile. And obviously he's flash lightning. But I pulled a 1/1 printing plate, and he was in Columbus, Ohio, signing autographs. I was like, I'm going to take this printing plate and get him to sign it.
It looks beautiful. I always think about that when you tell me. I want to get autographs on printing plates. I think it's a beautiful way to just improve them.
Yeah, and printing plates are, the value isn't really there.
That's why. So you kind of enhance the value.
And I got it graded. I got the auto authenticated or whatever.
Okay, cool.
And it's sitting on my, I got the actual, it's a magenta sterling. So I got the magenta sterling card, got it graded, got a 10, and I have the printing plate. It's on my desk.
It's kind of like a red ish for Reds.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
it's great.
I love sharing these stories because it just, for me as a collector, I love hearing them and getting new ideas from other collectors of the stuff that I might want to collect. So I've definitely thought of like getting some Star Wars characters on printing plates and hopefully going to a con and getting their card on the plate. I think would be awesome. It is a one of one. There's only one magenta printing plate, so I think it's a cool touch. So Chaz, we have a gift for you, just to thank you for being an amazing collector. And I actually want to rip with you.
I ripped some packs at the baseball game yesterday. Went to the Guardians game. Didn't hit anything, but gave some packs away to a little boy, little girl. The girl grabbed the packs and started working deals with her little brother right there. It was like, I'll trade you this.
Isn't that
It was
amazing?
awesome. What do you call him?
Let's see. I think pinks are exclusive to blasters, right? Let's get a pink Elly.
You go for the first pack.
Oh, we ripping together? Okay, yeah, at the same time.
Absolutely.
We got a cheers.
Bing.
Cheers it.
What do we got?
I'm gonna pull you another pink Elly.
All right.
Oh. Matt Olson. Oh, I got and the teal. What? So that's a Dominic Canzone
Okay. That's a beautiful card.
and a Jack Flaherty.
All right.
Okay, numbered in blasters, not bad at
I
all.
like it. We got a Kerry Carpenter, Andrew McCutcheon, Brian Reynolds, Matt McQuain. Oh, and the Max Scherzer. But what is this variant
Sepia.
called? What is it?
Sepia?
Let's see what we got.
Oh, potential buyback.
There's a buyback.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to say it's a legit buyback. Jared Jones, J.P. Crawford, and Byron Buxton. You're getting the baller packs. You know where the heat is. I knew this is how you do with the juice packs.
This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way.
Wow, dude, these things are loaded.
I got nothing to get in there.
These are loaded. Connor Phillips.
Steph knows where the heat is.
Spencer Steer
That's a
rookie
beautiful
cup,
card.
not bad. And an MJ Melendez. This is out of $2.99.
Spencer Steer is fire.
I actually fought with someone last year saying that Spencer Steer and James Outman are pretty much the same player. I might have lost that argument.
I got a Kyle Tucker refractor.
retrospect.
All right, I'll do the last pack.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for this gift.
of course.
Awesome. J-Dom right on the front.
Nice one.
Jimenez. Oh, I got something.
Oh. Rookie, shortstop. My
Jordan Meyer.
bad.
I like that.
What a
Brandon
great
Lowe.
box.
Yeah. Steph gets juice boxes.
And blasters, apparently.
That bastard. Where else do you get that? At the National in Cleveland. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Chaz's story was incredible, and now I'm super excited to introduce you to Drake. You are one of the Instagram accounts that when I started doing all this, at Drake's PC on Instagram, by the way, I've just been blown away by your collection. I'm very, very, very much a fan of WWE. You have some big WWE cards, but you have some of the most incredible football cards I've ever seen. So I'm very, very grateful that you took the time to take here with us to do our very first installment of a collector series here, powered by David Adams. So how are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. When you asked me to do this, I was like, absolutely. So I'm a huge fan of yours. You're a hobby friend, so thank you.
Thank you so much. How's the show been for you so far?
It's great, right? Like everyone says, it's overwhelming. There's so many people, right? Just lots of people walking around, lots of things to see. I've loved looking at all of the memorabilia, things as we were talking about from our childhood that we see. It's phenomenal to see all that stuff in person. It's things you typically only see on social media, on a news station, something like that, and you get to see it in person. So it's awesome.
How long have you been collecting?
So I started as a kid. I'm now 41 years old. I started as a kid growing up in the 90s. So I was definitely a 90s kid collecting. And then like most people, I took a break a little while with college and getting married and, starting a new job and that sort of thing. And then got back in the hobby back in 2019. And so been collecting hardcore ever since.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, what is it in 2019 that just sparked your interest again?
Well, but a little while before that, I got into collecting sports memorabilia. Okay. And memorabilia takes up a lot more space than cards. And so my wife told me, she said, Drake, if another piece of memorabilia shows up at the front door, you're moving out. So it was either me or the memorabilia. So I said, well, I had these cards and they don't take up a lot of space. And so I think once you start collecting, people who collect have like a collecting gene, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. And so,
Absolutely.
you want to collect something. And so that reinvigorated my passion for cards. I started buying cards, and then cards got popular again with the stuff during the pandemic and that sort of thing. And I think that just kind of helped reinvigorate things for me, because when you see more people get excited about something like we see here, it gets you naturally more excited.
So I was even nervous to hold this card, so I asked Drake to bring one of his favorite cards, whatever he wanted to share with us here, and this is the card that he brought. Can you introduce your card for us?
I can, yeah. So this is the Peyton Manning 2008 Exquisite Collection Logo Signature 101 and a BGS 8.5. Just a beautiful card. Peyton Manning, you think about shields, right, as compared to logo men. They only, at the time, they would play 16 games a season. And so you think he was in there for 16 times about 17 years, and assuming he wore a different jersey each day, there's not a lot of shields out there. Estimate probably 50 shields that are available in cards.
For Peyton Manning.
Yeah, for Peyton Manning. And so for this to be a game worn right after his Super Bowl winning season, I mean, it's possible this patch, this NFL shield was worn during his Super Bowl winning season, right?
Yeah.
Not during the Super Bowl, because he has that jersey,
Yeah,
but during that season. And then you've got, like I said, it's game worn, it's on card, it says Exquisite. He does have another Exquisite shield, but it's not as nice as this one, I guess I'll say. So this is one of my favorite cards in my collection.
How does one go about acquiring a card this rare?
Well, first of all, you kind of have to know where the cards are, right? And so I think when you become a hardcore collector, you build that community. So like on Instagram, I'm in a Peyton Manning collector group chat. And so you start posting cards and you're sharing what you collect. And I'm a very niche collector. Like, some people collect a whole bunch of different stuff, and that's great, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just Peyton Manning, I'm just Drew Brees, and I'm just wrestling. So once I get to kind of scope things down and I just have that niche as part of the hobby, you really know what cards to go after. You really research and educate yourself on the different parallels and inserts and things like that. And then sometimes they become available and sometimes they don't, and it just so happens this one happened to become available at the right time. So
tell us more about that. How specifically did you get this card?
So the guy actually who had this card before me, it's an interesting story. The card came up for auction in Golden back in 2022, and I was bidding on the card, and I had a certain amount that I wanted to pay, and when it got there, I stopped. Well, the next bid won, and it was him. And it's a guy that lives about an hour and a half away from me.
Wow.
We had talked about it, and I said, if you ever decide to move that card, let me know, because I want it. And he said, I'm never moving it, never moving it, never moving it. And sure enough, he finally said, I've decided to move it, but I want to send it to auction because there's a lot of interest in it. And so, that can be a good or bad thing, right? Sometimes when you do direct deals, you pay a higher price, but the auction will always tell you what the real price is.
Yeah.
So he sent it to auction with PWCC, which is now Fanatics Weekly. Went for auction. I kind of had a number in mind based off what I bid the last time, and it went way over that number, right?
Wow.
But I was like, this is my only chance at this card. This is the best card that I want. Like, I want this card over any other Peyton Manning card, so I'm gonna do what it takes to get it. And so I won the card, posted the card right after that. A guy that I never knew was a Peyton Manning collector reached out to me on Instagram, and he said, I was the one you were bidding against. So that guy was me 2 years ago, which was kind of a neat story, and he's told me the same thing. If you ever decide to move this, I want this card. And I actually met him for the first time at this national yesterday, and he actually got another Peyton Manning card for me. So it's just great to have those connections, and you know where those people are should you need to move a card or they have a card you want. It's all about relationships and connections.
So do you feel like you'll ever move this card?
No.
Do you have kids of your own?
I do. I have an 11-year-old son and a 7-year-old daughter.
So what do they think about collecting? And in terms of your collection, what are your plans with your kids?
Yes. Yeah, so both my kids are into collecting a little bit. They love when I bring them the wrestling cards, and stuff like that. So whenever I left to come here, my son said, hey, Dad, if you can find me a Jey Uso autograph card, love to have that. And my daughter said she's into gymnastics, 7-year-old, and she said she loves Tiffany Stratton. She goes, find me a Tiffany Stratton card and bring it back. So I'm on the hunt for Jey Uso and Tiffany Stratton cards. So they like collecting, and I'm letting them kind of find their own lane. I'm not influencing, saying, hey, you need to collect this, or you need to buy this card or this person.
No.
I'm just letting them kind of do their own thing, and I think that's really fun. And they see these cards, and they're interested by them, and they're like, oh, Dad, that's a cool card, and then they go on to doing something else. But it's it's fun. It's something they like, and something I hope years down the road they'll be interested in this stuff, and and if not, and one day when I'm gone, if they just want to sell it all, then that's okay too.
Yeah. That's amazing, and I resonate with that so much. Just being in this and then deciding to do it as a business has definitely taken over a hold of not only my life, but my entire family's. And having that same experience where my kids know that I'm going to the big card show and explaining to them and saying, hey, can you find me? My oldest asked for a Ghost Rider card, and my youngest asked for a Miles Morales card.
Oh,
so
that's
they're very
cool.
into Marvel.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Well, so have you found those yet?
I haven't gotten a chance to walk around. I'm being a little picky. I want PMGs because we're putting together a set.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, cool.
Now we have a gift for Drake. Okay, so personally, do you like Prism or Select WWE more? What do you think?
Oh gosh, I think I like Select better.
So we're gonna rip this one, and this one's for your kid.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you pick one, I pick one. And
Okay,
we'll
that'll
cheers.
work.
They're all yours. I'm just helping you rip them.
Oh, that'll work.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
Look at that. So I grew up during like Thursday Night SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
So China, Triple H, Rikishi.
Oh yeah. It's a Liv Morgan Orange Flash. Right
Oh
there,
wow,
right?
that's a beautiful card.
That's a good card.
That's a good image for her.
She's been really hot lately, right?
Yes.
So were you ever like a WCW fan, or were you just all WWF?
Just WWF.
Okay. See, when I was younger, we would have like Monday night watch parties with my friends, and they'd all come over, and my parents would grill out burgers or whatever, and we'd do Nitro, Raw, go swimming, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
It was so much fun.
That's fun. I'm trying to get my kids into it a little bit too. Alpha Fire.
Hulk
Oh,
Hogan,
that's a good one.
Silver, the big red boa. It's too funny. I remember one time in Memphis growing up, you get interesting things. It was a local show, and it was a bring your own weapons match.
Yeah.
So it was like people went to Home Depot, the hardware store,
Wow.
and people were showing up with light bulbs and trash cans, and the wrestlers would just come out in the crowd and grab it from you and hit it over, and I'm like, this is something.
Insane. So these shocks are so beautiful. And blasters.
That's what I like. Photography on Select is great.
And an angel.
Nikita Lyons, she was around. She's kind of at Riddle. AJ Styles.
What's your best WWE card or your favorite?
I think my favorite probably, I love the 2021 Transcendent product, Top Transcendent WWE.
Yeah.
And I've got a John Cena Super Fractor Auto,
Wow.
which sometimes his auto can be a little smudged or something like that. This is a huge, bold blue auto, and it's a beautiful card.
That's incredible.
So beautiful.
Wow, I can just imagine. I look at that set so much too. I wish they could bring that. Well, I hope they do bring it back.
They might. That'd be great.
And they will. I think they will. So.
Well, it was nice too because you could buy the case, right? And it came with the cards. There was one super fractor per case, so you knew who you would get. But they also included the VIP ticket to the party at WrestleMania. So like you got to go to WrestleMania and do all the extra stuff. So that'd be nice if Fanatics kind of adds that experience piece in there too. So I think they will.
I think they will because it's just what they've done is kind of enhance the collector experience. I think we need more of that. I really enjoyed this conversation, and I hope you did too. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much, Stephanie.
And where can we find you?
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Drakes_PC. On X, I'm Drake Magruder. And also check out the Pick 6 podcast on YouTube.
Now I'm here to introduce the one and only. If you join my breaks on Fanatics Live, you know who this is. This is none other than Dusty Mitchell, Dusty's Cardboard. What's your Instagram, Dusty?
Dusty's Cardboard.
Just like that.
Pretty simple.
Just like that. Dusty is an incredible collector. He collects Star Wars. He does some baseball. He's a Royals fan. He's from
The Kansas area.
From Kansas area. And I'm so excited to share his collector story with all of you, his favorite card, and a little gift for him at the end. Dusty, how long have you been collecting?
Oh, since I was a little kid. I used to do a bunch of chores around the house, ride my bike down to the card shop, pay $5, $6 for a pack of Stadium Club, go home, open it up, throw it in a binder. It's been a good time.
Okay. Talk about your passion for sports, like your sports fandom. Who are your teams and why?
Oh yeah, I'm a big KC market fan, so Chiefs, Royals, Sporting KC. Anytime I get back home, I always go visit and make sure I have time for a game or two. So I try to go once a year to get back. Been to the Super Bowl when the Chiefs won in 2019.
Nice.
That was an awesome time. So very fortunate to be able to do that.
I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing over there in KC, but you have to have Patrick Mahomes and Bobby Witt at the same time is amazing.
You know, you go through a lot of the heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
And now we're living in luxury. We got two of probably the best players in each of their sports.
In their respective sports in the world.
And they are doing great things both for their teams and the city. I mean, and the city feels alive every time you go there, so it's awesome.
That's amazing. Talk about like sharing sports with your kids. How many kids do you have?
I got two kids, a daughter and a son, 8 and 4, Anna and Henry. Hi. And we talk about cards all the time. I give them cards, whether it be Star Wars or baseball, and my son's into soccer, so I give them some soccer cards too. So they love it. They like doing it with Dad, and they have a blast.
Very cool. So I want to share a special piece in Dusty's collection. Can you share with us your favorite card?
Yeah. So this is my favorite card. I'm looking to probably get it upgraded a little bit to a new one, but PSA 7, George Brett rookie. Huge fan of the Royals, right? So this one has a special place in my heart, just having it in the collection. One day I'll get to a 9. Hopefully, there's not many 10s floating around, and those guys probably aren't going to let it go. But hopefully, I can get to a 9. But we're going to get there. So this is one of my favorites.
What's one of your favorite George Brett moments?
Oh, absolutely the Pine Tar incident. I mean, the amount of like love that he has for the game, and when they tried to call him out on that, it's just he just has so much energy. You got to respect him for that. I mean, I know a lot of people will feel differently about it, but I just love that moment. It's one of the best.
So we have a little gift for Dusty.
Oh.
Have a seat. If you haven't made it to one of our Star Wars Fridays yet, Dusty, amongst others, are incredible members of our community. Dusty, I just want to say thank you so much for coming every week and making the chat so alive and so fun. You know this, I know this is such a great community, and I have so much fun with all of you, and you're a big part of that, so thank you so much.
Thank you. No, it is a great community. We have a bunch of, I call them my nerds. We're all there. We have a great time. We're breaking Star Wars. We're just having a good time on a Friday night, right? Which seems kind of weird to say you're out on a Friday breaking cards, but that's what we're doing. It's a good time.
Friday night's a perfect night. And you know what's amazing is, you taught me this actually, saying that you're a nerd, we embrace that because it's so, why not embrace that this is a nerdy thing, that what we do, and be proud of that, and be proud of other people who share the same passions that we do.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. It's fine. It's good.
So this is for you, and I want to rip this together with you, and then this is for your kids.
Oh, they'll love this. Thank you so much. I really
welcome.
appreciate that. All the pressure.
We're going to use the horse.
Ooh.
Go.
Let's see. I'm not a professional, so...
No, you let me rip all your boxes
I
for
know.
you. Yeah.
It's so much easier that way. All right, we'll save that, right? We gotta hide it.
Yeah. Look at your pro. Your pro.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen it a time or two. All right, let's see what we got. All right, doesn't look like anything too crazy, but we got L3337, Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and a Bosk. No parallel, but it's okay. It's okay.
Just kidding.
It happens.
It does happen.
That's the thing. So let's see what we got for a slow
redeemed
roll.
here.
Let's see what we got. All right.
Not bad at all.
Palm at work. All right, we'll take that. Kids will love it.
We take those.
We take those.
Furry friends.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dusty. Wow, that's one of the most fun I've ever had doing content for you guys. You have no idea. Really getting to know collectors and their stories and why they're passionate about what they collect and why they're passionate about the cards that they collect absolutely fires me up. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And thank you so much to the entire team at Dave & Adams for helping us set up this incredible studio so that looks so beautiful for all of you, and gifting us the boxes for the collectors that we invited here today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you so much.